Hey, what's good? We're back with another video. We're reacting to NBA these NBA curses. They must be cursed. So like, comment, subscribe, man. Let's get into this video.
Get it. NBA curses. And if you haven't already, make sure to also watch this NBA curses video I previously made almost 2 years ago after this one. Without further ado, let's get into it.
That's low-key sick, I ain't gonna lie.
That shit is.
That's cool.
Cool intro?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Nah, you good. Let's talk about
the cringy team, the Chiefs in football here.
Now, this particular Suns team has multiple curses.
I was just waiting for this for the league because Aiden was supposed to be
Tyreek
Tyreek Hill.
You knew this was coming, as I'm sure you've all heard.
Yeah.
After the Dallas Mavericks destroyed the Suns in Game 7, Paul became the first player ever to blow
Why is he
a
throwing up
total
that games?
5-2-0 leads in the playoffs. Also, we can't forget about the time he and the Clippers blew with.
Hey, man.
Clippers.
When the Clippers had CP3, Blake, and DeAndre Jordan, low-key, that team, I was looking forward to see that team do something.
Yeah, they had a good band. They had everybody. They had everybody.
Like, what happened with you guys? This was supposed to, like...
And they had Doc Rivers as a coach. Very good coach. Very good coach, but...
Man, tragic.
Tragic, yeah.
Tragic.
Pretty much.
3-1 lead to the
blew a
Rockets in
3-1 lead.
2015 and a 3-2 lead to Golden State in 2018 when he was a member of the Rockets. Paul wasn't able to play the final 2 games of that Golden State series because he happened to injure his hamstring at the end of Game 5. The timing couldn't have been any worse. If you didn't know already, Devin Booker is currently dating Kendall Jenner. And who does she just so happen to be related to? The Kardashians. As you all probably know, every time an NBA player decides to get in a romantic relationship with either a Jenner or Kardashian, their life subsequently begins to go downhill. The main examples to back this up are Lamar Odom, whose career was going great when he first met Chloe back in 2009.
Yeah, he won
their marriage would soon fall apart, along with his career. Let's not forget when he was found unconscious back in 2015 and was in a coma for 4 days. James Harden, who Chloe started hanging out with in 2015. But things wouldn't last very long, as Harden had this to say: "That was the worst year of my life."
She's smacking
Tristan
everybody.
Thompson would soon replace Harden in 2016, and all it did was lead to Chloe getting blamed every time the Cavs lost in the finals. Reportedly, LeBron was extremely worried when his teammates started dating her.
Yeah, I remember I told everybody that. Everybody thought that was fake.
The Kardashian curse were Chris Humphries, who ended up being portrayed as a villain by the time he and Kim's marriage was over, and Rashad McCants, who blames Chloe for his failed career and claims that he lost out on millions of dollars because of her.
I didn't know Rashad McCants. Yeah, I didn't know that back in the day.
I have this conversation a lot. I think it exists. Without this situation in play, I'm worth 60, 70 easily. You know, you gotta blame somebody. And
he's in the big 3 though. I think he plays for that team.
To this day, it looks like NBA players are not willing to learn from the others' mistakes. And another curse that some people
Jordan Clarkson didn't
help the
too.
Suns at all is the Landry Shamet curse. Basically, if Shamet is on your team, you will lose in 7 games in the second round.
That's
I know, sounds crazy.
That's
damn,
just take a look at his track record.
Damn, bro.
What did Shamet do, bro?
Negative energy. I don't. Damn.
Is it because he's ass? Nah, I'm playing.
Shaman, bro.
Freaking Landry, man.
Hey, they did go. He was on the Clippers and shit when in the bubble against Denver.
Was. And then he went to the Suns after that.
And they lost.
Damn, Shaman, what did you do, bro?
Didn't they? Wait, who beat the Suns?
Philly had.
Who beat the Suns in the finals?
Milwaukee.
They swept them, huh?
I think it was 4-2.
Oh,
4-3.
He was on that Clippers team who blew a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets.
I was just talking about that.
He was a member of the Nets when they
That's
lost
crazy
to the
how
Bucks
this
in
just
7 games last year. And would you look at that? He is currently a member of this Suns team who just suffered an embarrassing Game 7 loss to the Mavs. And for what it's worth, he was technically on that Sixers team who lost
I told you he was like Philly.
In Game 7 of none other than the second round back in 2019.
I'll be so hurt if I lost like that.
Especially him before the playoffs, so he wasn't technically on the team at that very moment, but nonetheless, he was on that team long enough that year for his curse to affect them. He's only been in the league since 2018 and has essentially cursed every team he's been on. You could look at this in two ways. You could either say he is the one who was cursed, you know, like the victim, or you could say that he himself is the curse, if that makes sense. So for the 2022 Phoenix Suns, it's hard to even overcome one curse, let alone 3. Up next, we got the Michael Jordan curse. Now, you may be thinking, how could there be a Michael Jordan
Jordan with the hair and shit.
He had like the best career you could ever ask for. Well, he's not cursed per se. I'm talking about players who were labeled the next Jordan back when they were up and coming.
We'd like to find another player who makes us feel that good about basketball. We'd like to find another player who makes us feel that good about sport. Now, I think we always look for the next Michael Jordan because we so desperately want there to be another Michael Jordan.
But it's no secret that the majority of players who got handed that kind of pressure to become the next Jordan failed to do so. Harold Miner was dubbed Baby Jordan, mostly because people thought that he could dunk like Mike. But the comparisons pretty much stopped there. Everyone had extremely high hopes for Miner, but the pressure was something that he just couldn't handle. Ronnie Fields was a high school star in Chicago, but never even made it to the league. Unfortunately, just before his 19th birthday, he was involved in a car accident and was never the same as a result. Penny Hardaway, Vince Carter, and Grant Hill's careers were all altered by injuries. Hill even said that he didn't like the fact that he was compared to Jordan because he believed that it was unfair. Michael Finley, mainly because he was from Chicago. Jerry Stackhouse, who had a North Carolina connection just like Vince did. Ray Allen, because I guess he was in a movie like Michael was. Iverson, D. Wade, T-Mac, the list goes on. Now, what do they all have in common?
They say AI is really a shooting guard. He's not really a point guard.
Level expectations. Yes, even Kobe, who came closer than anyone, had to hear straight from the horse's mouth that he would never be able to fill his shoes. And for the most part, he was right. LeBron has come pretty damn close too, but even Shannon Sharp, who just might be LeBron's biggest supporter, had to face reality.
No American athlete will ever surpass Michael Jordan as far as fame, as far as stature. Michael Jordan is the beacon of light that everybody else will get compared to.
Which is why LeBron is the phony GOAT.
I mean, we already know LeBron the GOAT.
The phony GOAT.
He the GOAT, but he can't Jordan. But that's okay.
My point is, although it's definitely a compliment to be compared to Jordan, it looks like it's also somewhat of a curse.
That's what we're going for.
It's unfortunate that we as a society kept putting that label on people and wanted to see who was going to fill that void. And it took...
I just don't think... it shouldn't be like that. It should just be the next generation.
No one's going to do it.
Like GOAT-wise?
Because everybody's good. Like the 90s is Jordan,
when teams go head-to-head
Kobe,
in the playoffs, of course, the main objective is to eliminate the other team to advance to the next round. But what if I told you that there was a period of time where if you were matched up against the San Antonio Spurs, you might as well have not even tried, because if you were to beat them, you were just gonna inevitably lose in the next round anyways. No, seriously, dating all the way back to the year 2008, we saw a very weird trend.
I don't think he's.
I
don't think he's better than Magic Johnson.
In 2008, the Lakers eliminated the Spurs in the conference finals. Then, the Lakers went on to lose to the Celtics in the NBA finals. In 2009, the Mavs beat the Spurs in the first round. Then, Dallas lost to the Nuggets after that. In 2010, San Antonio got swept by the Suns in the semifinals. Then, the Suns fell short against the Lakers in the conference finals.
Oh yeah, I remember when
in 2011, the 8th-seeded Grizzlies beat the number 1 seed Spurs in the first round, then lost to OKC in the second round. In 2012, the Thunder beat the Spurs in the conference finals, then lost in the NBA finals to Miami. In 2013, Miami would win the title against the Spurs, so there was no next round. However, they did go on to lose just a year later in the 2014 NBA finals to none other than the Spurs. 2015, Chris Paul sent the Spurs home in game 7.
That game was crazy.
But would go on to blow a
Blake about to get hurt.
2016, the Thunder eliminated San Antonio in the second round, but would also go on to blow a 3-1 lead versus Golden State. Okay, so the Warriors knocked off the Spurs 2 years in a row in 2017 and in 2018, then eventually went on to win it all both times. But come on, no one even stood a chance to beat that all-time great team. I mean, yeah, who knows what would have happened. They say he got hurt. Had Kawhi hurt him. Not got hurt in Game 1 of the 2017
they say
Conference Finals.
Because they were up.
But that's besides the point.
That's that's crazy. I remember Girls and Kawhi stopped playing for the Spurs.
Survived Game 7 in the first round against the Spurs, but couldn't get the job done in their very next Game 7 against Portland. Man, so what was it about knocking off the Spurs during like a 10-year span that caused you to go on to lose the very next series? You could look at this as just one big annual coincidence or a curse.
Hey, Richard Jefferson. Let's go back.
That's a dope little intro.
Matt Bronner?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that's Anton Jameson. That look like Anton Jameson. I think that is.
It is.
Why Richard Jefferson came out like that?
I wonder they all came out together and shit. Hey, let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. We out. Peace.